Hey folks, Kirk Smith with ICHE, Take 5. This month we're kind of honing in on teenagers. It's going to be a motif we're going to follow out with our prayer and fast list for those who join us with prayer and fasting. And we're talking about how to keep our child's hearts. And we want to especially talk about those teen years today. Last time we spoke about how to keep our kids' hearts, especially if we've lost them. As parents, we need to learn to apologize, to tell our kids if we provoked them to wrath somehow, we want to say we're sorry. And today I want to talk about our approach to leadership. There's two kind of extremes, or two sides of the same coin. One is a more authoritarian, almost despotic approach. The other is a very permissive or apologetic approach. And of course, biblically speaking, there's got to be a merger of those in the middle some way. Now, I'll be very honest with you, I tend to be more on the despotic, tyrannical side. I was raised in the 60s and the 70s when the authorities were very much the authorities. So I had some very strong coaches in my life, and it taught me, you know, the coach is the coach. And so I tend to parent like that. Now, the flip side of that is a more permissive style. And that's really come along here more in the last 20 years or so, where parents almost are apologetic about being the parent. So that's the other extreme. And both of those extremes can provoke our kids to wrath and cause us to lose our kids' hearts. So what does God do? Not always, but often, God brings parents who have a different approach together to get a good balance. In our home, my wife is the more gentle and the more permissive at times. I'm the more hardcore. And we have learned to kind of work together. She gives me that look like, Kirk, you're being too harsh here. Or I might say to her, honey, we need to have more parameters here. So we need to be balanced in our approach. Now I'm going to write an article for next week's e-blast, but it comes from Psalms 18:35, and it says that your gentleness has made me great. And that's a great verse for us to remember as parents. It's in a godly, authoritative, but gentle way that we should raise our children up. So today, if we've been too despotic or too tyrannical, too harsh, or if we've been too permissive, both of those are unbiblical extremes. We need to apologize to our kids and say, hey guys, we've messed up here. And I encourage you, especially with your teenage children, to talk about this process, to talk about what you're learning as a parent that might also help them in their future parental role as well. So today, let's find that balance between authoritative and permissiveness. This is Kirk Smith with ICHE, Take 5.